everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Greedfall. So I'm still here in the Governor's Palace in Hikmet. We just finished one of our main missions and we got a new companion. Which makes sense because now I actually have one companion for each of the factions in this game, right? I mean, we have one from the Coin Guard, we have a Nord, we have a native, we have one from the Thélème, and now we have one from the Bridge Alliance. And unless there's a faction in this game that I haven't met yet, I guess this is all the companions in this game. Just my guess, it would make sense anyway. So yeah, I guess we're going to talk to her before we move on to do something else. Let's go somewhere private. As private as we can be here, and now let's talk to Afra.
Desade, I'd like to discuss something with you.
I'm listening.
My colleagues are only interested in the physiology of the islanders and consider everything else to be superstitions. However, if we want to understand how they are transforming, we need to take a look at their culture. The potions they drink, the dyes they use are surely the source of their physical changes.
Why not talk about it with Siora? It seems to me that she would be the best one to help you.
Siora is very suspicious of me. She will never betray the secrets of the Dunegarda. But I was told about a place of ritual called Kurganau, decorated with carvings and offerings. By studying them, I hope to better understand what is possibly the greatest mystery of this century. But they call it a dangerous place and I cannot go alone. Will you accompany me?
Well, I guess this is her personal mission. Sure, but we're not going to do this right away, obviously, so let's postpone it. Also, she said that the natives are transforming. Have we known this before? I mean, we saw Siora doing some kind of magic when we went to the battlefield. Maybe that's what they're talking about. But I think it's also funny that she's like, oh, Siora doesn't trust me. Well, she barely entered my team. So this is something that I will discuss in my end of game discussion. Sometimes I feel that the dialogues in this game are a little bit oddly paced or out of order, so you get dialogue that you are probably not supposed to get until later in the game. So I feel that sometimes some dialogues trigger too early in this game. But yeah, let's postpone the journey for now. I have a bunch of companion quests open still, so I'm not going to do hers right away.
Sorry, I'm already very busy at the moment.
I understand. But think about it all the same. Anything
else? I will. Okay, so I did get a quest for this, but let's see, can we talk about something else? Yes, we can. Whether she often holds people at gunpoint. Yes, that was an interesting way to meet.
Do you often hold strangers at gunpoint?
Only when I'm being tracked. What about you? Do you often track young ladies?
It's not my habit, I think. Tell her that her charm guided you. Tell her that her journal made you want to find her. Yeah, I guess that's what I did. I mean, I find her journal and I was looking for survivors, so it was really all just very innocent, believe me.
Your journal was surprisingly thorough, and your observations very pertinent. How could one not want to find someone so brilliant?
Your compliment goes straight to my heart, I mean it. But I regret to inform you that your friendship appeals to me more than your appearance. Anything else?
Ouch. Ouch. I think I've just been preemptively friend-zoned. I wasn't even trying to hit on you. But that's another example of, I feel that sometimes the dialogue is oddly paced in this game. However, it does confirm what I have been suspecting, and I think someone actually mentioned it in the comments. The game has romance options, and I mean, I had some potentially flirty dialogue options before with some of the other characters. I didn't actually choose any of them because they just seemed far too early in the game. And I'm not surprised that this game has romance options because it is very much influenced by BioWare RPGs, and they usually have romances. And if you watched any of my BioWare RPG Let's Plays, you probably know that I usually say, well, I don't need to have a romance just for the sake of having one. If I find somebody that is a good match, I will usually go for the romance. As a matter of fact, in most of the BioWare games that I've played, I ended up having a romance. The notable exception would be Mass Effect 2. Also, I went the rather unpopular route of not picking one of the 2 permanent romance options in The Witcher 3. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, the reasons were partially the same, because in both cases I couldn't continue my chosen romance from a previous game. So they wrote out my romance option out of the sequel, and I was just like, nah, I don't want your alternatives. So I ended up not picking any romance. But in all other games I did pick a romance, so I won't guarantee you that I will pick one in this game, but it is very likely, because, I mean, it's content of the game, so why miss out on it if it's there? But yeah, I haven't really put any thought into this yet, so I can't tell you who I'm going to romance. Apparently she's not an option, because that was quite obviously her telling me that she's not into women. Anyway, I can ask her a few more questions, so let's do that.
Where do you come from, Afra?
From Alima near Al-Sad. It is but a small town, but there is a particularly renowned observatory there. My parents wanted me to become an astronomer, but I chose the Earth over the sky. I was always more intrigued by life rather than distant stars. Plants and animals fascinated me as a child. For this reason, I left Alima quite early to study in the capital, and I seldom returned.
Okay, so you're basically some sort of biologist, I see. And yeah, tell me about your arrival on Tier-Freddy.
When did you arrive on the island?
A little more than 2 years ago. My master, Dr. Vasily, suggested that I should follow him to Tier-Freddy. He needed help cataloguing all the unknown plants and animals. How could I decline such an offer? There's so much to discover here.
Do you miss the continent, your city, your family, perhaps?
No. When I arrived on this island, I immediately knew that it was where I was supposed to be.
Okay, well, that's nice, I suppose. But yeah, that's all we can ask about for the time being.
I must leave you.
So, I guess we need to check out our journal now and decide what we want to do. So yes, we have quite a few companion quests, so I think I would like to do one of them soon. As a matter of fact, I even got the next part of Vasco's quests already, but I think I'm not going to do this right away. And maybe we're going to start with one of the other side missions. How about this one, for example? Inquisition. Go to the woods of San Mateos to meet with the natives. That seems like something that shouldn't be too difficult, and maybe once we're done with this, we will have a look at some of the companion quests again. And I have a point. Oh right, I wanted to save the point and get healing with my next level up. Also, we have a bunch of codex entries that I would like to read. Maybe I will do this at the end of the episode. Let's get some actual quests done. Now, if I want to go and talk to the natives, I guess I will take Ciara again. I mean, I'm kind of inclined to take her along to every quest that involves natives, but we are on their island, so I think many quests will involve natives, and I can't or don't want to bring Ciara along for absolutely every quest that involves them. But I think in this case I will actually take her along maybe. But either way, I need to go to my home here so I can exchange my party. So let's have a quick look. My home is, well, basically just straight down the road. And yeah, I forgot how eerily empty Hikmet is. It feels emptier than the other cities for some reason. Anyway, Ciara looks so weird in that outfit. Speaking of outfits, I also gave Vasco a different one. I actually kept him in his starter armor for a long time because I felt it just fit him the best. But this one is just so much better. So at some point I kind of have to put them in odd looking armors because the difference is just so great. But yeah, I guess I have to compose my team now. So, do I want to take Ciara along for this? Well, actually, I think I'm going to keep Afra because she's new to my team. And maybe I'm going to take Petrus too, because the quest is called Inquisition, right? So, this must have to do something with the Thélème Inquisition, so maybe he has some knowledge about this, so I feel it makes sense to take him along. And yeah, this is an interesting combination too, Afra and Petrus. Again, I feel that there's a lot of potential conflict here. Ciara and Afra, Petrus and Afra, Petrus and Ciara, probably. The only ones that I feel are a little bit less complicated in that regard are Vasco and Kurt. So they are, like I mentioned before, the most neutral companions that I have in my party. Anyway, I guess we are going to take this odd combination this time, and I will actually have to go to San Mateos for this one, so let's do it. I guess they recommend the residence, so let's travel from residence to residence. And right, I'm going to wait for a while in my camp. I don't want to talk to any companion at the moment. And I think now we can continue. Okay, now we are in the residence again. It's kind of disorienting because they look exactly the same. And okay, apparently it is basically right outside of San Mateos, so it shouldn't be too long to get there. Somewhere in this direction. Let's see, is this? Yes, this is the right way. There seems to be a vague path up the hills. Ooh, look at that. I should try to kill one of these deer at some point, just to see if I can do it. Oh well, speaking of killing some animals, what kind of animals do we got here? Tenlin. I'm not sure if I've seen them before. Let's start with this one, since we have already stunned the other one. They have a lot of armor. Well, as a matter of fact, I think I have seen one of them before, but don't seem to be all that common. Oh, you got a nice rifle. I like it. Anyway, let's pick up our loot. And I'm not entirely on the right path here. Nope, there must be a different road somewhere to my right here. Okay, I guess this must be it. Yep. And now I need to climb up here. Alright, here we go.
Please, I come because of a message that was sent to me.
Wait. This is the Onol Menawi of the Lugay the Blau. The one we wanted to talk to.
Does Ques mean who is it? Who are you? That's my guess. I should do some linguistic studies with this language, and hopefully at some point I will be able to understand the natives, even without subtitles. I mean, like I mentioned before, the language looks a whole lot like Celtic, so it might be very much influenced by Celtic grammatically. So yeah, maybe there is a proper grammar to this. But yeah, let's talk to them. Jengeden Anedas.
By the enlightened, look at this body. These people have killed an Inquisitor.
Oh, great.
And they probably made us come here so that we too meet the same fate.
I doubt it. They would have attacked us immediately. Let's see what they have to say to us. I came following the instructions you had left the secretary of our embassy, but I wasn't expecting to find you near the corpse of a member of the Ordo Luminis.
And we didn't think that the Onol Menawi we were told about would come with another son.
Stop! This one is different. And we need their help. We were told that there was a woman different from the other Enaigse amongst the Lugaid Blau. Someone who sometimes helped our people. This is why we talked to the man in the large house. But we don't really know who you are.
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the congregation. It means that I'm in charge of the diplomacy with the other nations. And yes, I have helped your people a few times.
A diplomat is someone who talks, right? Not someone who fights.
I know how to fend for myself, if that's your question. But will you tell me why you made me come here?
2 nights ago, we attacked a group of Red Suns who were taking away some of our people. Many of them fled. But we captured this man, and we made him talk. We wanted to know where they took our brothers. And he talked about a secret camp.
Why would the Inquisition take natives to a secret camp?
To confuse their minds. They torture them until they renounce the truth and praise the sun. This Red Sun was mocking us. He said they would burn us, like the others. He had killed some of my brothers, so I killed him.
I don't have a lot of affection for the Ordo Luminis. But I doubt this man deserved such a fate.
And did our people deserve to be burned?
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
If what you say is true, then indeed, we cannot let the Inquisitors continue. But because you killed them, we can only take your word for it.
Maybe not. The Red Sun had a key on him, and also some words sealed in bark. We do not know how to set them free, but the Renaigse do, don't they?
The letter ordered this man to join the escort party of a group of captives. This partly confirms what you told me.
Do the words say where the camp is located?
No, but the address of the Inquisitor is written.
What is an address?
This is how we refer to the place we live in. I suppose the key you found is the key to his door.
So you can go to his house and look for more words?
I suppose so.
You must do it, or the suns will keep burning our people.
What's your opinion, Petrus?
This warrior isn't wrong, even though I disapprove of her methods. If we let the Ordo Luminis continue to do this, we will have the same problems with the natives as the Alliance.
Very well. I will go visit this man's home. I will come back to you if I learn anything more.
Hurry. Our brothers may be dying in the meantime.
Well, taking along Petrus already paid out, I would say. He definitely has an opinion on this quest. And yeah, to be honest, after what I saw the Inquisitor doing when I came to San Mateos for the first time, I'm totally willing to believe the natives here. Anyway, what exactly do I need to do next? Right, I need to go to the house of Inquisitor Claudius. And I think I've seen this before, and I couldn't enter because I didn't have the key, which I do now. So yeah, I will head back to...
We need to know where they are taking our brothers.
Right, I'm on it. So I will go back to San Mateos now, and I will look for the house of that Inquisitor. Okay, if I remember correctly, it was somewhere on this square. Yes, it is. It's right over here. And I should be able to open this now. There we go.
I have no qualms rummaging through the secrets of the living, but the dead, on the other hand, I feel like I'm desecrating a tomb.
Really? You have a problem with looking through this guy's house because he's dead? Anyway, I have no qualms doing this, so let's see what we can find. Letter found at the home of Father Claudius. Claudius, I wanted to congratulate you for your work and your unwavering commitment to our conversion camp project. Thank you to you and your devotion, we were able to bring many savages towards the light. You will find some new elements and orders regarding the continuation of our operations in your chest at our headquarters. May the Enlightened protect you, Inquisitor Honorius.
This letter mentions a secret camp. Apparently our man was involved in its creation. It also talks about a chest he would have had. In the quarters of the Order, here in San Mateos. We may find clues there that will allow us to discover the location of the camp. If this chest exists, there must be a key. It has to be here. Let's continue searching.
Alright, so we're looking for another key. Let's check up upstairs. Oh, I see. There's something over here.
It's a key. Most likely the key to a chest, with the emblem of the Ordo Luminis. I don't think we'll find anything else here. Let's leave and see what this chest contains.
Alright, so we got what we found, and she said that there's nothing else here, so I guess I'm just going to leave again. And now I need to find the headquarters of this. These guys weren't here before. I wonder if they want to talk to us. Can we just avoid them? No, we can't.
Hey, you! Who are you? And what are you doing in Father Claudius's home?
De Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation.
My colleague has been away for the last few days. May I know exactly what it is about your status as a diplomat that gives you the right to enter his home in his absence?
To be truthful, my friend is only accompanying me. I am the one who was visiting this home, precisely because I was hoping to find out where Father Claudius might be. I was sent by the Cardinal Mother, of course.
Really? Well, I find that very strange. Why would the Mother Cardinal ask that some strangers who do not belong to our order try to find him?
How would we know? Perhaps you'd like us to go find her together. I'm sure she'll be delighted to see how you've been treating the representative of one of her allies.
That won't be necessary, but know that I am keeping an eye on you.
As you wish. I hope I don't see you again, Father.
This snake gave up too quickly. I suspect that we'll soon meet our new friend again.
We should make use of this moment of respite to go visit the quarters of the Order and find the chest there. Let's hope they aren't infested with members of the Inquisition.
Well, it's the headquarters of the Inquisition, is it not? So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them. But I have to say, Petrus, you are a surprisingly good liar. And thank you for taking that bullet for me. Taking you along for this quest has already paid out quite nicely. So yeah, let's find these headquarters. I don't think I can actually go through here. Nah, I think I've been here before and it's a dead end. So let's find a different way to get there. Alright, here we go. This is what I've been looking for. Ordo Luminis quarters. Oh, so I guess it's technically the headquarters of the Ordo Luminis. But they are closely affiliated with the Inquisitors, right? So, is it really that much of a difference? And yeah, this looks like a little chapel. Still not entirely sure if this is a prophet or the god, but I'm going to assume it's the prophet and not the actual god. Yeah, what can we do here? We have a bunch of places where we can go. Let's check upstairs maybe. Well, it is very empty. There's literally no one at all here. I'm not complaining. Can't really use any company at the moment. Oh, wow. For some reason I think this is not just some workshop for masonry here. Right? Oh boy. Let's continue looking around. There isn't really anything here at all, but there's another door downstairs, so guess we're going to check that out. Oh, and there's actually a door here as well. Again, a surprising lack of anything, although this might be blood. But it just leads to a dead end. Still, slightly disconcerting. Let's check out that other door we saw. Well, this is a library. Again, a very poorly maintained one. And okay, here we go. That's the chest we're looking for. And I got a key for it. Letter found in Claudius's chest. Claudius, we hope that we can count on you to accept a new delivery of native heretics in our camp. We would also like you to be in charge of the conversions of the most refractory native subjects. I recommend you to follow the most discreet path possible in order to meet us, the path that goes between the rocks to the east of the city and leads to the secluded glade where we built the camp, as it is imperative to our operations that our operations remain secret for now. May the Enlightened protect you, the Ordo Luminis.
Thanks to these documents, we'll be able to show the natives where the conversion camp is, and the times when new prisoner convoys will get there too.
I hope the warriors will find a discreet way to set their comrades free. Attacking a camp of the Order could quickly turn into a slaughter for both sides.
Okay, yeah, I hope so too. But still, I think they should know about this. Also, apparently the camp is kept secret, so I have to assume that, like, the authorities here in San Mateos do not approve of this, like the Mother Cardinal. I don't know, but there must be a reason why they think they need to keep it a secret, right? Yeah, I guess I just have to go back and tell the natives what we found out. Also, is there actually anything on this message board? No, there's not.
So, did you discover anything?
I did.
Indeed, I did. I have some good news for you.
I found some information that should allow you to locate the conversion camp. And I also found a note about a prisoner convoy coming soon.
Why come and tell us all of this if your intention is just to betray us?
What?
Betray you? How so?
You're not the ones this so-called legate betrayed.
Well,
We are. And that a missionary as eminent as you has helped her, Petrus. I would never have thought it possible.
The Ordo Luminis is prepared to start waging a merciless war against the natives, with the sole purpose of converting them in a secret camp which is nothing but a torture room. And you dare to show such disdain towards me? I take it as a compliment.
What are you talking about? Are you saying Claudius managed to complete his great conversion camp project?
Don't pretend that you did not know.
I did not, but now that I do, I will do everything in my power to continue his work. And the first step will be to eliminate those who would denounce us. The Mother Cardinal focuses too much on politics, when she should be following her faith instead.
Okay.
We will fight these monsters by your side, on Olmenawi.
Well, I guess this will lead to battle. Yes, it does. Alright, guess that can't be helped. But they're not that much of a challenge, I think. Alright, do you need any help over here? Oh, I just took a potion that I didn't want to take. I actually wanted to fire a gun.
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. These men were our enemy. The monsters torturing my people.
It would be best if nobody in Thélème caught wind of our involvement in this matter.
I agree.
Even though the actions of the Order are very questionable, we might be held responsible for these men's deaths.
You're right, Father. It would be regrettable if this matter were to put our alliance in jeopardy.
Do not worry about it. We won't tell them.
And we will make these bodies disappear. Nobody will ever know what happened to them.
Except for our Mal, of course. Queen Deirdre will be grateful to you for helping us.
I hope this will help our relations in the future.
In any case, do not worry about this camp. She will not let our people be imprisoned. She may even ask for your help in destroying it.
Perhaps. In the meantime, please give her my regards.
Bertir to mad on Olmenawi. And thanks again.
You are welcome. And apparently the quest is over, but it seems that there might be a continuation at some point. And yes, I got more positive reputation with the natives. That doesn't really seem to be that difficult. Especially since you can please like different groups of natives and it just cumulates to overall approval of the natives. But yeah, this was an interesting quest. I'm rather pleased with Petrus because he was really helpful in this quest. Of course, I still wonder, maybe I should have taken Ciara along because she might have something to say on that matters too. Whereas Afra, she wasn't really involved in this at all. So yeah, maybe for a quest that is very specifically dealing with the natives, I should take Ciara along anyway. But okay, the episode is, well, maybe a little bit too long to start another quest. So how about we're going to read some of our journal entries, well, codex entries now, specifically the ones dealing with new characters. These are just notes, we don't need to read them again. But the character entries are interesting enough to be read on camera, I think. So let's do that. Mother Cardinal Cornelia. The Cardinal Mother Cornelia is a governor of San Mateos and the lands of the Thélème on Tiefredi in recent years. Although she did not found the colony, it grew enormously under her leadership. She is highly respected by her peers both for her fervent faith and her undeniable diplomatic skills. With unparalleled political cunning, she subtly manipulates her entourage as well as the representatives of the various orders and guilds who come to her court. She is said to be loyal to Thélème but without pity for those who dare jeopardize her will to make San Mateos the light of Tiefredi. Yeah, and Petrus kinda wants to find some dirt on her, so that's interesting. And yeah, speaking of Petrus, Bishop Petrus is part of the Order of Missionaries, of which he is a brilliant representative. Skillful in politics and a fine diplomat, he knows how to be flexible about his religious ideas to better achieve his goals. For a few years he was a diplomat at your uncle's court in Cyrene, where he knew you when you were only a child. He shows you good-heartedness and paternal kindness, but does not hesitate to use his tremendous manipulative skills to help you achieve your goals. That's interesting. Like any important member of the Thélème clergy, he is also a seasoned user of light magic. So I mean, he's still a missionary, so I think his goal would still be to, to convert the natives, but I guess he has different ideas about how to do it, different from the Order Luminis anyway. Or maybe there's just a rivalry between the Order of Missionaries and the Order Luminis and they just don't like each other on principle. I don't know. I guess we will find out more about this at some other point. Inquisitor Aloysius. Aloysius is a member of Ordo Luminis Thélème Inquisition. So they're kind of the same. Okay. He's an uncompromising man, violent and blinded by an extreme faith that considers politics and diplomacy as obstacles. He will stop at nothing to achieve his goal, the absolute conversion of all those he meets and the purification of heretics. Yes, I noticed that. Afra. Afra is a renowned naturalist who has joined Tirfredi to help identify the many plants specific to this island. She has the full trust of Governor Burhan, who sent her to accompany a small research expedition to find the ingredients of a cure for the Malachor. She is a young woman who is passionate about science and discovery, skilled in making all kinds of potions, and very experienced in handling firearms. Okay. Second mate Fernando. I don't really remember him. I think he was part of Vasco's quest, right? Captain Fernando is fully devoted to Admiral Cabral, for whom he has been the second in command for many years. To reward him for his loyalty, the Admiral placed him in charge of the Nord ports in San Mateos. Alas, the presence of Nords in the city is not without conflict. Religious people do not tolerate the secrets of the sailors. Well, they don't really seem to tolerate anything. They don't tolerate the natives. They don't tolerate the Nords. I mean, they don't even tolerate the neutral congregation, apparently. The first thing the Inquisitor wanted to do is convert or kill me. So, yeah. Esselt, that's Ciara's sister, right? Although physically very different, Esselt is Ciara's twin sister. She is a fierce warrior who dreams of battles and revenge, but who is nevertheless aware that after the defeat of Dit e Kidan Nadagaze, it will take time for her people to recover. Although she has not yet been officially chosen to take over from her mother, Chief Bloodnid, she will likely be named by the Geisrat. So many foreign words in this. Dunkers. Dunkers is the leader of the Donagite of the Beraik Nordas clan, the sap bearers of the village of Vigyagidor. A great healer of the earth and protector of the nature of his island, his wisdom is renowned and always seeks to preserve balance and harmony in all things. Alright. That's actually all the codex entries we have available. So this actually went a lot faster than I expected. So maybe we can at least have a look at our quest and decide what we want to do next. We still have this one, but I would really like to do a companion quest next. The Vices of the Mother Cardinal. Talk to Petrus again about his idea. I am not uninclined to do this, since we just have him in his party. But then again, Kurt has been waiting for longer. Of course, we have done some part of his quest already. So maybe we're going to do Petrus's quest next. Since he has been so helpful in this quest, why not give him the chance to do his quest now?
Have you considered my proposition?
Ask him to repeat his proposal. Well, it's basically finding some dirt on the Mother Cardinal, right? So yeah, let's do it.
Very well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Mateus. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught. And my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. But keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
Okay. Well, I guess I need to take you along, and sure, let's just keep Afra in our team now. Search the Cardinal's apartments. Okay. Guess first of all I need to go back to San Mateos, and we are supposed to dress up like servants, so do I have any proper attire for that? I mean, I have quite a few, but I don't think I have actually any kind of attire that is a Thélème disguise. I have not. I have merchant congregation, I have natives. How is this the emblem of Thélème? I don't know, to be honest. Anyway, maybe I can actually buy a proper attire, so I will check out the merchant here in San Mateos. Alright, I remember there being a merchant somewhere around here.
Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing from the enlightened.
Indeed.
Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Do you have anything that would count as a disguise? Let's see. Comfortable vest. Doesn't say that it's a disguise. Worker's outfit. Well, I guess this might be it. Light cabin boy's jacket. I mean, this is probably a not outfit. Ah, okay, so the Thélème emblem actually looks like this. And this doesn't have one, so I'm not sure if this would count. What if we just dress up as Inquisitors? Would that be too obvious? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a comfortable vest. I mean, this is the one that looks the most like an actual servant's dress. I don't know. I don't know.
Goodbye.
So,
may the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
where exactly do I have to go for this? It's right, the governor's palace. Well, I mean, I can't enter the palace itself. So, maybe I'm just going to have a look what the servants are wearing in the palace, right? I mean, most of the palace is not off limits. Only the quarters of the Mother Cardinal, I suppose. Alright, let's see. Can we find any servants around here? I mean, we have some soldiers and presumably Inquisitors. Okay, this door I can't open at all. Ooh, look at this. We actually have some loot in here. Now I think in the other governor's palaces, this is usually where the servants hung out. Okay.
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors. By order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please, excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
I didn't realize that this is the place where I need to go. Oh, here we go. Disguise the team as servants. Comfortable vest. So it is a comfortable vest. Yeah, it does kind of look like what this guy is wearing, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I guess I will go back to the shop and buy some disguises for us. But I think we're going to do that in the next episode. So let's make a cut here as usual. Thank you for watching and see you again next time.